I want to talk about everything with at least one person the way I talk to myself, but I can't. Welcome to 277 Broadcast, where we tear apart the illusions of human connection and expose the uncomfortable truth. Communication doesn't work the way you think it does. You can be surrounded by people, in love, in a family, in a crowd, and still feel the kind of loneliness that no company fixes. Because there are two kinds of loneliness, the one where you lack people and the one where you lack someone who can actually step inside your mind. And no one can. What comes out of your mouth isn't your thought. It's a cheap translation. What people hear is not your mind. It's a mutilated version, a sketch of something they'll never really see. Philosophers didn't help. Descartes gave us the dumbest reasoning in history. If I can imagine perfection, something perfect must exist, and planted that idea in me. That's the same stupidity we use when we say, I can imagine the pain of a starving child in Algeria forced into war, so I understand his suffering. No, you don't. You don't feel the hunger. You don't carry the weapon. You're not living that terror. Empathy is not magic, it's projection. At best, a polite fiction. The best dialogue you'll ever have is with yourself. That's where it's unfiltered, raw, brutally honest. The more complex you are, the richer that inner conversation becomes. But that's also your curse, because the deeper your mind goes, the fewer people can follow. Complexity isolates. And communication, it only works for the basics. Fire, food, rent, sex. Anything beyond that, and we're just passing around broken sketches of masterpieces no one else will ever see. When connection does happen, real intimacy, a look, a silence, it feels like a miracle. And that's why it's rare. So what's left? Acceptance. We live alone, even in crowds. I understand you is a comforting lie. Language unites us just enough to order pizza, but never enough to share what burns inside. And maybe that's good, because if we really spoke our raw thoughts, the world would collapse under the weight of its chaos. So, subscribe, share, and stick around for more inconvenient truths. And remember, if you think someone truly understands you, it's probably just because they were too polite to admit they don't.